Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Rahawa Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continue to rule very well. And a shalom to the whole elect that's continuously laboring his work, that's spreading his ministry and his gospel to the other members of the whole elect in faith and in truth and in sincerity. Shalom. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled, Foolishness is Set on High. All right, in which, the things that entertain the people, especially our people, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which make up the nation of Israel, things that are of entertainment and things that don't concern, basically to take attention off of the issues that are going on around the world, which really that's what the point of entertainment is about. All right, to pretty much is like an escape from the reality which is in front of you. All right, in which just like how it's set up here in America, the same thing was going on back during the Roman Empire. All right, during the time of the Roman Empire, they had the different type of events. They had the events at the Colosseum and all different sporting events. And just like today, you have sporting events here in America. You got the NBA, NFL. Everybody's attention is on the NBA finals. Meanwhile, you got things heating up concerning these other nations in America. And, that just goes to show you that, foolishness is set in great dignity, man. People would give up all of their, assets, or not all of them, but just a significant amount of their assets just to, just to be a part of this how should I put it? Just to be a part of like the so-called sporting community, things of that nature, rather than to focus on what's really going on, man. Because that's the thing about Jake, man. Jake would rather find something to numb the pain of being here in captivity in America than to just take the bitterness, man. All right, but we hear that's in this truth, man. We're taking it head on, man. All right. Instead of taking, some medication to numb the pain, we're just taking it in stride, man. Okay. But like I said before, man, the people that are here on the soils of America, they're too wrapped up in the vibration of feeling good. If it feels good, do it. Do what thou wilt. And there's no hope for the 2/3 of our people, man. It's over for them. Because the only remedy for 2/3 of our people is death. That's the only way. Because they're not going to come back to our Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. All right. Now, I want to go ahead and jump into the scriptures. This is Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter. In the 6th verse says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. And you see an example of that at the camps. Because if we was out on the highways and byways, break dancing or doing some type of musical event, probably have guitars and drums and, playing some music or whatever, we'll get a whole lot of attention, man. All right. People come by, watch, probably leave tips, donations. But since we're out on the highways and byways teaching the word and prophesying about the downfall of America, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures, they walk by and they look at us with an evil eye, So if anything that's entertaining or it's a great sight to see, in their eyes, they'll pay much close attention to it. But, if it's something concerning reality and something that's detrimental and concerns their life, they're not going to listen to it, man. All right? Because really, man, this is a life or death situation right now, man. All right? But they don't take heed to it. The people, they don't want to take heed to it, and they just want to just live here until they die. All right? But then when it comes time for when death comes knocking at the door, then they want to try to get their life right. All right? But the Lord specifically set it up to where, hey, they're going to try and do that, but once they try and do that, it's going to be too late. All right? They can call on sweet Jesus all they want to, but, when death comes knocking, man, hey, that's it. All right? So we sit in a low place, man. Folly, which is foolishness, is set in great dignity, man. All right? Okay, Slakia. There's another precept that I'm thinking about. I'm trying to get the correct one. He's in the book of Proverbs. Slakia, I can't find it right now. Maybe if I pull up the this app does a much better job of looking for precepts. I can't find it right now. I'm looking for the precept where it says where this word is heard in secret, in which that prompts me to get this next precept. Let's see if I can get it real quick. All right, this is Ezekiel, the 11th chapter. And I'm starting at the 16th verse. It says, therefore say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. And that's true. The camps that you see set up, we don't have a big camps throughout the soils of America and throughout the other parts of the world. And really, this is set up this way because the Lord doesn't want all Israel to understand and to come back into the fold, And there's a reason behind that. All right, which that goes to a whole nother topic, which Lord's will I'll do another video on. But the Lord doesn't want all the people to understand, man. That's why the Lord has specifically put the spirit of deep sleep on these people, man. All right, and there's Isaiah, the 29th chapter, and start at the 10th verse. Says, for the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, had thee covered. All right, so the Lord has poured out that spirit of deep sleep on these people, right? To where they're living in a dream right now, man. They're living in la la land, and they can't wake up unless the Lord wakes up certain individuals that are of the elect of the nation of Israel. All right. So the prophets and their rulers and the seers, which is the men that you see out in the highways and byways, He's pretty much closed their eyes and covered us to where they can't perceive that we are those men that the Lord has sent to prophesy about the coming of our Lord Yahushai and the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, they can't see that because once again the Lord has poured out the spirit of deep sleep on them, man, to where they're not able to perceive who we are. Because to them, we're just guys out with dresses, screaming at the top of our lungs, and cursing out every single person that walks by us, man. But to the one that can't, that have their eyes open and that's awake, they perceive who we are, and they listen in. All right, they take heed. All right, they take heed to what we say and to the prophecies, because these are the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, because this is why America is known as the American dream. All right, because you have to be asleep to be in a dream. Okay, so these people are asleep, and they're sleeping. They're asleep in the night, by the way, because this is the nighttime, and they're in a continual dream, right? But guess what? That dream is going to turn into a nightmare. All right, and it's going to turn into a nightmare to where they're not able to wake up. All right. And they're not going to wake up until they get in the kingdom. And that goes to 2/3 of our people. They're not going to wake up until they're in the kingdom. All right. But until then, they're going to stay asleep. And like I said before, that dream that they're having right now, that sweet dream that they're having, is going to turn into a nightmare. All right. You know how you have a dream and then all of a sudden that dream turns into a nightmare? That's exactly what's going to happen to Jake. All right. So with that pretty much wraps up the video. Like I said, I couldn't find the other precept that I was looking for about the words of the Lord being heard in secret. Lord's will, if any of the Akim, listening on the video, they can post it in on the comment boards.